A thunderclap from space just rattled central Victoria, and the fallout could be sitting in someone's paddock right now. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it merely a spectacular sky show? Or the start of a major scientific find? On Sunday evening, just after 7:30 p.m., people from Melbourne to the state's east and across regional hubs like Ballarat and Bendigo flooded social media with reports of a blazing object streaking across the sky. Many didn't just see it, they felt it. Homes trembled, windows shivered, and a deep, percussive boom rolled through the air. Some described it as a sonic boom, while others swore it felt like an earthquake. In Bendigo's Strathfieldshire, one resident was so startled by the impact-like sound that she rang a neighbor, fearing a house had exploded. In Ballarat, a caller named Justin said the object glowed intensely, drifted slowly at first, then suddenly plunged fast toward the horizon, so convincingly that he momentarily thought he was watching a plane go down. In Port Melbourne, Andrew and his colleagues, finishing a dinner break near the Westgate Bridge, saw a radiant, sizable fireball overhead. It was huge, bright red, like someone set something on fire and hurled it above us, he said. Here's the part most people miss. While Geoscience Australia received numerous tremor-like reports out of Bendigo, no earthquake activity was recorded. That points strongly to a meteor generating atmospheric shockwaves, not a seismic event. Experts are confident it was a meteor, not orbital debris. Their working theory: a sizable space rock blazed in over country Victoria with enough mass to survive its fiery descent, possibly dropping fragments somewhere between Bendigo and Ballarat. Amateur astronomer David Finlay, who runs the Australian Meteor Reports page on Facebook, believes the object entered the atmosphere over that corridor and was large enough to scatter meteorites on the ground. He estimates the original body could have been anywhere from grapefruit-sized to as hefty as a wheelbarrow. Why does that matter? Because an event with a sonic boom is rare in Australia, maybe 1 or 2 such instances a year, and typically signals a meteor low and large enough to produce recoverable fragments. In his words, this could be the most important meteorite discovery for Australian science since the famed 1969 Murchison Fall in Victoria. A specimen packed with carbonaceous chondrites and amino acids, the chemical building blocks of life, that has been studied more than almost any other meteorite on Earth. So what should you look for if you're in central Victoria? Finlay says fragments often resemble charcoal briquettes, blackened by a thin, glassy fusion crust formed during the blistering fall, with a smooth but not perfectly round exterior. If the piece is stony, crack or chip it carefully. The interior is usually a light gray, markedly different from the dark outer shell. Michael Brown, associate professor of astronomy at Monash University, called the spectacle unusual both for its brilliance and for the audible shockwave. A sonic boom suggests the meteor came in low enough for parts to survive to the surface. That said, he cautions that meteorite hunting is trickier than it sounds. Victoria is full of look-alike rocks, and any pieces that did land might be small, scattered, or lodged in unexpected places. Could it punch a hole in a shed roof? Possibly, but think dent and trauma, not blockbuster disaster. The science effort is already underway. Monash University planetary geologist Rachel Kirby and the Desert Fireball Network, a research group with a continent-spanning camera system, are combing through imagery. They're also collaborating with the Global Meteor Network to triangulate the fall path and narrow down a likely strewn field, which early indications place west of the Ballarat-Bendigo-Castlemaine line. Kirby is enthusiastic, even without a recovered specimen. Eyewitness accounts and video are invaluable for reconstructing the trajectory and tracing the meteor's origin through the solar system. But she's optimistic. There is definitely a meteorite on the ground out there somewhere. The precise location, however, depends on correlating all camera data, which takes time. If you believe you found a fragment, experts encourage you to get in touch with the Desert Fireball team at Monash or Curtin University, or reach out to Melbourne Museum, which is also involved. Tip for beginners: handle potential finds carefully. Note the exact location. Take photos before moving the object. And avoid using magnets or washing the specimen. Contamination can erase crucial scientific clues. And here's where debate might heat up. Some insist it was space junk. Others say meteor. Does the intensity of the boom and the eyewitness glow color prove anything definitive without lab analysis? Could multiple smaller fragments be scattered over a wide area, making recovery incredibly difficult? Or is there a larger piece waiting to be found? If you heard or saw it, what did it feel like? Explosion, thunder, or tremor? Do you buy the meteor explanation, or are you leaning toward re-entering debris? Share your take, and if you're heading out to look, what's your plan for telling a true meteorite from a look-alike rock?